All right, kids, so here's problem number 23, and the rest of them you can kind of do like this as well. And I apologize. I was one of the extra things I was going to do today, and I said, I'll just wait till tomorrow in class to do it. I got my normal curve drawn. I started labeling the standard deviation, starting with 86 in the middle, working it out 9 to the right, 9 to the left. And we realized that 75, we want everything less than or equal to 75. What's that probability? So that's this area right here, and we're not exactly halfway between 68 and 77 like the one I did in class today. And so there's another way to do it without having to split it up into pieces is going to the calculator. So I have on this other screen, I have my TI-84 open here. And what we're going to do is, and I would recommend drawing the picture and highlighting the area that you need to have done. Again, we're going to put in our decimal for our area as a 4-digit decimal. It looks, I think, big idea wants it to precede with a 0, so 0 point something. So as we go over here on the calculator, I'm going to press second, and then I'm going to press the VARS button to get to the distribution tab. So second VARS, so second VARS. And we're going to do what's known to the second one down, which is known as a normal CDF. And that's a cumulative area is what that is. That's what the CDF stands for. It's a cumulative area. We don't use the PDF one. And then when we press option number 2, again, you're all going to be doing it the same way I'm doing it. And the calculators in the classroom looks a lot easier. But they give us an idea on the bottom where we need to put in our lower bound, upper bound, and so forth. And then the mean and the standard deviation. Well, the lower bound is how far to the left do you want to go? Are you starting from the left, going to the right? What are you doing? Well, we are going basically, we want everything less than or equal to 75. So 75 is actually our upper bound. So let's put in, and when you turn it on, well, actually, it doesn't say it here. So let's just go ahead and put like negative 10,000. Do some really small number. And each problem we may have to adjust it a little bit. Sometimes we'll say do like negative 1,000,000 when you have to do something really big. So do negative 10,000, and then you're going to put in a comma. And I got commas in between things to separate them. Then my upper bound will be my 75. So there's my lower. There's my upper. And then my mean, they said in the problem, my mu was 86. And then my standard deviation was 9. So I'm going to type that in here over on the right-hand side. So remember, use the negative sign, not the minus sign. Negative 1,000. Then press comma. And then 75. Commas above the 7. Then we're going to press in 86, comma, and then 9. And then I'm just going to arrow to the right to get past it. And then once I hit enter, it's going to give me a percentage. And so we know this is 0.1108. There's a 0.1108 probability of getting below a 75 or below. On number 24, we're doing greater than, and we can go ahead and just use it in the calculator, so I'll help you with this one too. Since we're doing greater than, that tells me that this is my lower bound, is what that tells me. So as we go back and we look at our normal CDF, again, practice drawing the curve, looking at it. 110 was not going to be on it as we look at the problem up above. 110 is not on our list. So we got a normal CDF. Our lower bound, we said, was 110. My upper bound, there's no end. So my upper bound is going to be something really big. So we can go ahead and put 10,000 in there. And then I finish up with the mean of 86 and the standard deviation of 9. So let me catch up on the calculator. Second VARS, option number 2. Now start typing in my numbers. My lower bound again was 110, comma, 10,000, comma, 86, comma, 9. And you can hit the parenthesis if you want to get out of it, and then hit enter. And this tells me that I have a probability of 0.0038 of that happening. Okay, 10 thousandths means take it out 5, round to the 4. Again, this would be 83. Again, that rounds to 0.0038 is what that rounds to. The 3 doesn't make a change. When you get to do number 25, your lower bound gets to be the 90 and your upper bound gets to be the 100. And so you get to do the same thing. And you should be able to use that. Now here, you're going to have to do each of these separate and add them together on number 26. Find each of the individual ones, because this is basically finding what's outside of your range. You're going from 70 to the left, and then you're going from 105 to the right, and adding up those two outside edges is what you're doing. So you're going to have to find them each individually, doing what I basically did in problems 23 and 24, and then add the two answers together.